And if you have nothing and no following and no subscribers, now is the time you can build it up because people are online more than ever. This morning I woke up and there was Lisa Bilyeu. She was going on an Instagram live. So I jumped on right away because she is a fire of a woman and just everything that is right with the world. So anyways, I go on. And she was going to do an interview apparently live, but the person she was interviewing couldn't get on because she had internet troubles, of course, during this COVID-19 time. She decided to do an Ask Me Anything, an AMA, and she brought on live people from Instagram. Of course, I submitted my request. Let me get on live, but she didn't choose me. However, one of the people she did choose was this woman from Germany. Her question was basically, how do I gain confidence because I can't stand being on camera? And so Lisa brought up the story of Jay Shetty's wife, Roddy, about how she had to convince Roddy to come on to her show. And Roddy was saying, I don't know, I don't know how I'm gonna look on camera. She was being very self-conscious and very judgmental on herself. And why would anybody want to hear about what I have to say? Her husband, Jay Shetty, is the one who is famous in terms of how many followings he has on social media platforms, etc., etc. And at the time, she didn't have that many followings. She didn't put herself out there. But Lisa, being Lisa, said, no, you gotta get on, you gotta get over it. You're gonna really impact people. You might not even realize that you're impacting. And so of course she gets on, and their interview is out there if you go to Women of Impact and Roddy Shetty with Lisa Bilyeu. And you can see that when Lisa was telling this German woman on the Instagram live that this woman was really impacted. You can make up all the excuses in the world, but Roddy is a beautiful woman, Roddy has a lot to say, and Roddy this and Roddy that. But in reality, Lisa's saying no, because look, you have what you need to share, and you may not realize it right now, but there is somebody out there who's waiting for somebody like you to put yourself out there so they can get the confidence to put themselves out there. But they're waiting on somebody like you. And you can't wait on somebody like you because you're already you. You know? and you could see that Lisa was really just trying to break this woman out of her mindset, her fixed mindset of thinking that I just can't, I don't have the confidence, I don't know how I could get on camera. There's so many insecurities that I would just have to fight through, and it's too much, it's a lot. And of course you can see the chat saying, we love you, no, you look great, what are you talking about? And so much encouragement in the chats. But all of that encouragement doesn't matter sometimes what people say on the contrary, because if you really truly believe in something, especially some negative mindset that came from somewhere else, perhaps in your childhood, or somebody said something that you trusted or that you loved and it hurt you, and then you thought to yourself, well, maybe that's true, and then because you feel awful about it, you thought feelings were facts, but feelings aren't facts. Right? And then you chose to believe it, and because you take action that says that you actually believe those feelings and those negative thoughts, now that's actually snowballing and thinking, well, then it must be true, this must be a real feeling because I'm acting this way, and if I'm acting this way, it's because this is true, and it becomes reality, your own reality. Meanwhile, everybody was inspired by her vulnerability, by her openness, and by her willingness and courage to actually say that and put herself out there like that. And of course, Lisa responded beautifully, and the fire woman that she is, and she was saying, look, you're already doing it, right? You're already doing it, and you have to not think about yourself, but you have to really think about the people who are waiting for you to step up. And it was so you saw her face because she was on the live, and she's tearing up, and you could just tell that whatever this woman went through, and whoever told her these lies or hurt her in some way, that she chose to believe that she shouldn't be confident on camera, whether it's in a photo or video or wherever, because I promise you, if you're not confident on camera, you're not confident in real life. You're not confident one-on-one in person, because ultimately it's the judgment that you're afraid of. And yeah, and she was tearing up, and it was very real for her. It was, you could see the deep pain that's in her eyes, and how she's really struggling to fight whatever it is that she's fighting through, whatever belief system, and whoever said some nasty things to her at some point, and her believing that, and her feelings behind it, and the years and years that she's lived through her life living that reality that is not real. It's just her own reality. And I started to tear up, and it was just this, and people were doing tear crying emojis in there, because I'm sure it affected other people too. But the crazy part was that she was already inspiring people. She was already doing it while talking about how she can't do it. She was actually already doing it. And so anyway, the thing is, I mostly help people who are already on camera and already doing their thing, and they just want me to optimize what they're already doing. But if you are just starting out and you're actually afraid to be on camera, or you don't feel fully confident, or you get self-conscious, and just whatever that is that comes up in your feelings, just remember, feelings are not facts. Just because you feel awful about watching yourself on camera, it doesn't mean you're awful on camera. Feelings aren't facts. I used to think I was terrible on camera. Maybe I am, but even if I feel that way, it doesn't make it facts. And I remember the first time I went on camera and I posted something in this Facebook group, and I was saying how awful I looked and this and that, but you know what? I don't even care. You know when you say you don't care, but you actually do care. I don't even care. I'm just gonna post it anyway. And I posted it, and then I got an overwhelming amount of people saying, "You're so great, Tina, this and that, and blah blah blah." And I was getting all these compliments, but it's hard to hear compliments when you don't believe them. And it wasn't really until I started to gain confidence in myself on my own time, through my own introspection, because I'm more confident as a person, that transpired on camera. And so when people did compliment me, I believed them. But they complimented me before, but I just didn't listen to them. And so that's the thing. When you truly believe something, you're going to gather all the evidence in the world to confirm that belief system, negative or positive. And you might as well lean into the positive belief system. Easier said than done, and it's going to be a process. Just start with the first thing. So the reason why going back to the reason why I started this video, is streaming is so powerful. It's one of the easiest way that, if you don't have a following, you don't have subscribers, you don't have people who are your raging fans, you can get yourself out there with nothing, and just practice. And so I've been trying to stream, if you follow me, I've been trying to stream on YouTube, on Instagram. I haven't tried Facebook yet, but we'll see. And Twitch, I recently joined Twitch. I'm not gonna say my username just because I'm really testing things out. That being said, I've noticed that there's some people who follow me on certain social media platforms and versus another social media platform. The same Instagram people don't follow me on LinkedIn a lot of times, and those people don't necessarily follow me on YouTube. There are crossovers of the people who just love me. They follow me everywhere, but for the most part, there's people in different platforms. So I have to reach out into different platforms and see what works for each platform. But I do want to say that when I went live, I saw people and gain traction in ways that I couldn't have just by posting something. And right now, a lot of the social media platforms, they're favoring live streams because it adds an element of people just, they're drawn to it because it's a live event, especially right now because the COVID-19, everybody's home based. So even people who are in traditional corporate environments, they are mandated. I know a lot of friends mandated to stay at home and they're doing work from home. People who normally don't do that. So they're going hey crazy. Meanwhile, I'm over here like, ha ha ha. So that being said, not a little mischievous, but that being said, a lot of people are working from home. And guess what they're really doing? They're not just working. They're watching their little stream. They're going on YouTube. What's great about YouTube streaming, for example, is that automatically, whether you have 1 million subscribers or 0 subscribers, you go into the live streaming section and people can browse through, and oftentimes they do browse through the live streaming section, and that's where you can gain some subscribers. I gained a couple subscribers through the YouTube live streaming in general. It is better if it's a long format. That way you're on there longer and then more people can come in, etc., etc. If you are nervous, just like this German lady where she's saying, oh, I don't know what to say, I don't know what to do what she did and do what I did in the beginning of my YouTube journey. If you look back, you'll see interviews. I recently interviewed one of my friend, Victoria Mui. Well, it wasn't so much an interview, it was more like a co-hosting, but we did an hour and 45 minutes streaming. And I will tell you, I'm a talker, but there is no way I can talk an hour and 45 minutes straight without another human on. I would suggest get a friend, get an expert. By the way, reaching out to experts right now is easier than ever because everybody's at home and a lot of them aren't even working. So they're thinking about, how do I gain publicity? How do I gain views? How do I, right? They're thinking that way. So reach out to experts, do interviews, get more comfortable on camera. It's easier when there's another person, and then you can move on to one-on-one, just you and the camera. So realizing that mostly I do get the coaching clients and all of that for people who are already doing it, and I'm just here to optimize what they're already doing. I wanted to give you a gift if you are just starting out or thinking about starting out, but you've been afraid, just like this German lady on Lisa Bilyeu's IG Live. I created a camera starter guide setup. It's in the link description below, but it's basically a PDF on everything you need to know just to simply have a setup, right? So I have my web camera here, I have my ring lights, and I have my audio Bluehost Snowball. Right, and all of that is in the PDF. I have it separated where the amateur version of the bare minimum, right? It's the bare minimum that you need to what I have set up. Essentially, I put that in there, and then a professional level, because sometimes you might want professional lighting, but you might want to do amateur style camera, or you might want to combine different things depending on what it is that you want to do. I do mostly stationary camera work, so I'm here, you know my background. But if you're a vlogger, you're gonna want something different. You want a different camera setup. So I put all of that on that PDF file. If you want to go ahead and download it, and if you're interested on becoming a creator, or you are a business owner and you're thinking, how in the world am I going to get myself out there? Video converts 4 times better and more than an image or copywriting, both in ads and in content creation. So video is really where it's at, especially when we're talking about businesses, or you just want to be a content creator, you want to be a creator. So I set that up below if that's something that you're interested in. And yeah, it's free. So you can have it. It's all for you. And if you have any questions, comment below. I'd be happy to answer absolutely anything, just let me know. I know there's just a lot of people out there who they've been thinking about it, and they have whatever it is, and whoever dared put some negativity into your mind, it's not your voice, it's not you, it's not the truest, highest self of you, it's not your spirit, it's not your soul. It's something else. It's the outside world. And I want you to get rid of all of that, because now is the time. And especially if you believe in what the universe is doing right now with the COVID-19 and the virus spreading, even though there's a lot of panic and a lot of fear, there's also a lot of camaraderie and a lot of community oriented things and a lot of introspection that people are forced into. And I'm glad for that, because even for myself, I find myself getting more creative and thinking about what can I do, and even creating this PDF file that I was inspired by Lisa Bilyeu's live with the German lady on camera. I think I would have just brushed that off, and I'm like, oh, I don't have time for that, I'm gonna keep doing what I'm doing. But instead I said, no, I'm gonna create this PDF. I just created it today. I'm gonna create this PDF. And so, someone like her, they're set up, and then they can just go. They can just do it. Because again, if you have nothing and no following and no subscribers, now is the time you can build it up, because people are online more than ever. And if you have nothing, this is the time to build, and it's a time to create, and the time to shed all of that negativity, and be you, be who you want to be in your vision, in your dream, and who you truly know you are deep down inside. Now's the time more than ever. So yeah, so there you go. It's a free PDF file, yada yada. And of course there's affiliate links in there, but seriously, you don't need to click on any of the affiliate links. If you need to go on Craigslist, Facebook Marketplace, or you want to stay safe because the COVID-19, or eBay, then you go and do that. You go do whatever it is that you need to do to get started now, because the point is, I want you to just get started now. Don't let anything hold you back from going forward and pushing through, because the most joy I get is when I see breakthroughs like that. Um, it's just a beautiful thing to see when you see a human break through into their higher self and their best self. So yeah. Anyway, I hope that helps anybody. And if you found this to be helpful, then comment below for my YouTube algorithm, please. Just say, keep at it, Tina. Hit the like button and the subscribe button. Oh my goodness, I can't talk. COVID-19. So there you go. There it is. I hope to see you soon and on the next video, and perhaps next streaming that I do on YouTube. Hopefully I'll actually figure out all the technical difficulties. I will say though that even with the technical difficulties, people have been coming on and they've been staying on, and my watch time has been increasing as well. So great tip. I'm telling you, do it. If I see you, and I know some of you who you're saying, oh, I want to start my YouTube channel. You commented, I want to start my YouTube, and I know, and you don't do a live streaming in the next coming week, I will come at you. I'm telling you, I will come at you. If you want to commit below, I'm going to do a live streaming in the next coming week or 2 weeks during this time, because we don't know how long it'll last. Comment below. Hold yourself accountable, and everybody else in the comments, hold each other accountable, because that is what this is about. All right, I'm off. Do your thing. Do your thing. Be lovely, be amazing, be beautiful, and be a creator.